Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Melvin on the Mic. We've got Dwight and Rochelle back again from BYOB. And Dwight brought his boys, aka his kings, to see what it's all about to film a podcast episode. So Cree and DJ, thank you guys for coming and checking it out.
And that's DJ right behind me. As you can see, he's moving around. Hey, Cree, say what's up, Cree. Wave.
Right here, Cree.
There you go. Right there you go. Yeah, we're all. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Melvin on the mic. Let's get started.
Yep. And if you guys want to see Cree and DJ participate on camera, we did a reaction video just before this, so that will be coming out too. So you can see those guys doing a reaction video with us. I think they enjoyed it quite a bit. So, but Dwight is here. If you guys have not checked out part 1 yet of his podcast episode, please go check that one out first so that it will make more sense when you get to this episode. But Dwight had so much insightful information to share last time that we couldn't quite fit it into the format, and we thought, you know what, it's best to just go ahead and split it up and have Dwight and Rochelle come back and join us again. So welcome back.
All right. Thanks for having us, man. First thing first, we got to give honor and praises to God for this opportunity. And we also want to give a big shout out for Melvin on the mic for this opportunity once again. We've been having a lot of success with the business, with the growth, the expansion. We did the career day.
I saw that, man. It looks like y'all killed it.
Yeah, man, it was awesome. We did the career day at Albright Middle School. We were in 4 classrooms, 20-minute sessions each. And we did the seminar. And the parts of the seminar that we did at the career day, we're going to do parts of the seminar here today for the audience today. So it's going to be awesome. And those kids that we spoke to, man, let me tell you, Melvin, it got to a point where in the seminar, I said, hey, you got to think like a king. You got to think like a queen, right?
Yeah.
And the way that some of these kids, they reacted when I told them these things, it was like I seen in their face.
It lit up.
Yeah, it's like
it's transforming their thoughts.
Right, and you can see like the light bulb going, and it's like I don't think that no one ever said those words to them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That empowering encouragement. Say, hey man, you're a king.
Yeah,
you're a queen. You can think like a king, think like a queen, elevate yourself. So it was awesome. We presented some concepts to them. We're going to go through that today in the seminar. Really exciting, really fun, and I'm just excited to be here.
Man, I'm excited to have you back. And I don't want to mess up your format here, but just a couple quick questions.
Yes.
About how many kids collectively? I know you had a couple different groups and classes that you got to speak with. Approximately how many kids did you get to work with?
Each classroom, I want to say, had an average of 15 to 24 kids.
Okay, and how many classes did you get to do?
Four classes.
So right around or close to 100 kids.
Yep. And it was an amazing day, man. It was amazing. The teachers connected with the material also. The staff connected with the material too. So it was an all-around great positive seminar between 4 classrooms, man. And I was just so happy to be there. I can't wait to the next one.
Yeah, man. I was seeing some of the updates on Instagram. I can't remember if it was posts or stories, but I was seeing that stuff go up, and I'm proud of everything you're doing, man.
Yeah, we're in the community. We are in the community, and we also did a Man Up event at Hollop Middle School. That's another A-Leaf ISD middle school, and that Man Up event was produced from a counselor, Renfro Porter, that's at Hollop Middle School. So shout out to him and with the Man Up event, because there's going to be another one. I don't know what middle school will be, but there will be another Man Up event at another A-Leaf ISD middle school in April. So we're teaching kids, how to tie ties.
It's important.
You know what I mean? Also how to, they also got a gaming section where they can, play video games, and also just a lot of good mentorship, a lot of positive material, positive presentation from the superintendent. So it's all around a good thing, man.
Team building, man.
Yes.
And setting goals and positivity. I think when you instill that, especially at that age, it's so important, and it's what guides people through their life moving forward. So y'all are getting in at the right time with these kids. And You know, I was asking you approximately how many kids, because obviously you want to spread your word to as many people as you can, and the podcast helps you to do that. But impacting one person is one thing, but impacting 100 kids is very impressive, and it's got to feel amazing to do that.
It does. It's an eternal joy. The smile on my face, like I said, it cannot be wiped off. I enjoy what I'm doing now, and I just want to keep spreading this great attitude of gratitude.
Absolutely, man.
All right, so back to it. Are we ready?
You're ready.
We are ready. Let's good to go. So, as you know, Build Your Own Brain, BYOB. My name, Dwight J. Morris Jr. And sitting on this next side of me, we have the COO of BYOB, Rochelle Houston, who is also the social media director of Build Your Own Brain. Now, you know, we take words and we flip them, Melvin. You already know, right? So the words of I don't know, those 3 words I used to connect with, but not anymore. Because with Build Your Own Brain, we flip those words. And I don't know becomes decisions, determine, destiny.
3 Ds.
You already know the 3D theory, baby, is right here in front of you. All right, so when you have the control of your decisions, your destiny, it's right in front of you. So today's seminar, what we want to talk about, we want to break down, is something that man, everybody is affected by, right? If you're stressed, if you're going through depression, if you're isolating yourself, you are going through what we're about to talk about today. I mean, this is a beast. It's a monster, all right? And it's also something that can help you uplift yourself, because it's a warning sign. You know, It's a warning sign of something going against your standards that you hold highly within your rules and your morals. What I'm talking about is something that you go through depression, and if you come out of depression, guess what? You still go through what we're about to talk about.
Yeah.
Okay? Because this thing is big. And what I'm talking about is right here. Today, Build Your Own Brain would like to talk to you about taming and training frustration. You see that picture right there, Melvin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, that's an important picture right there. And that picture was select on purpose, because that picture represents your brain. That picture represents our minds. See, we are both. That lion, that's frustration. That lion with that right there, that is frustration. That's the monster. That's the beast I want to talk about today. And then you see the trainer right there. Now, he has a chair and a whip. Now, now we know that a lion, that's like a toothpick.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
With a little dental floss.
He can destroy this individual right now in this scene. But look at the tamer. You see that guy, the trainer?
He's staring him down.
He's staring him down, right in the eye, right down his fangs, you know, and in his face. It's not scared. Do you notice that, Melvin?
Yep.
He's totally calm.
He's calm, and the lion is revealing his teeth and looks
Very
even more aggressive.
Yes. And we chose this picture because, see, frustration, it dances on the razor edge of anger and disappointment.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
But see, you can use and grab frustration and use it to your benefit, to your advantage, where you can make yourself better within that moment. So we want to tame and train frustration. We got a chair and we got a whip. Okay? But first thing first, because with Build Your Own Brain, we keep it to the book of knowledge. All right? We got to know what we're talking about. So we got to go to that number 1 book. And here it is, just like last time on part 1. But this time, we're going to choose a scripture that deals with anxiety and anger. All right? And those two things, anxiety and anger, those are offsprings of frustration if you cannot get that under control. All right?
Yep.
So here we go. Proverbs 16:7. It reads. Now, and before I start reading this, I want to say, while I was depressed, going through those moods and emotions and everything,
Okay.
when I read the Bible, these words, they confuse me. I didn't know how to read them, you know. Preachers, I would listen to sermons, and preachers would explain, and I would say to myself, how does he draw out that message from just these couple of words, you know?
Yeah, the interpretation.
Right, right.
Very
so
confusing.
Since I've been studying now, I now have developed that skill where I can draw out what it's meaning now.
Yeah, it's our language, but it's almost our language in a different context. Where it's like, you know, because like we said in the last one, it's like it's written at such a different time that the way we use words now versus the way they used words then, they're in a different context. So you have to kind of reformulate your thoughts and
check this out.
Dissect it, right?
Right, and we about to dissect it today. We're about to dissect it for the audience today. Now watch this. It reads, when a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. Now, before I started studying, I just read this, just, you know, with a mind, you know. I'm thinking, man's ways please the Lord. I'm starting to compare myself to, like, I want to say saints, religious people, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying, okay, well, please the ways, my ways. I like to go out, you know. I like to go to a club. I like to party. I like to drink. Sometimes smoke. I'll come home late. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I might not get at a place in time. So that my ways, I'm comparing ways to like perfect people, you know? And that you can't do that, Melvin. You can't do it. It's not what it's talking about.
Yeah.
Okay? A man's ways please the Lord. Here it is, right here. Check it out. Watch this. Man's ways please the Lord stands for how a mind, a brain thinks in line with universal law, which means your good versus bad thoughts of self. That's what that means.
Yep.
Right there. Now, after that, it comes with he maketh even his enemies. Now, see, when I see the word enemies, I'm thinking people that are like haters against me, you, or somebody else, that somebody doesn't like you. You know what I mean? Like, like when you see them in the same room, it's like, oh, we got to put out our dukes and we about to fight each other. You know, like enemies like that. That's not what it means. Check this out. Build your own brain. It's going to break it down. Maketh even his enemies to be at peace. That stands for negative thoughts turning into positive thoughts of self. Which means, check this out, you have complete and total control over your own emotions and feelings.
Absolutely.
And that's what this scripture, Proverbs 16:7, is dealing with. You can handle frustration. When you feel bad, you feel down, there are ways that you can handle this. But you have to develop and come up with ways to handle this. And with BYOB, hey, you already know. You already know. Melvin, we got concepts, we got practice, we got principles, right?
Yeah.
What I want to do right now with you is do the same thing I did with the kids.
Okay.
At career day. All right. So watch this. Let's say you're having a bad day. You're feeling down. But there's a way to get out of that. In your mind mentally, and right now, everybody that's watching, I want you to do this too. In your mind, I want you to go in your mind, go to that day. It was your birthday. It was your anniversary. It was a good feel. I mean, people were giving you gifts. It was Christmas. It was Thanksgiving. You were
a vacation or a trip.
Yeah. You were smiling. You got that smile on your face. You know what I'm saying? So you got that smile, right?
Yeah.
So we're going to call that smile, that feeling, we're going to name it ooh wee wee. So we're going to take, see how you're laughing? See how you laughing right there? That ooh, just that word, ooh wee wee. It'll get you. It'll get you in that mood, right? So we got this feeling of ooh wee wee, and we're going to connect this feeling to one word, and it's called zap. Yeah, zap. So zap stands for, because we love abbreviations with BYOB.
Acronyms.
all day long. Zap stands for zealous attitudes prevail.
I like it.
All right, yeah. So mentally right now, what we're going to do, not out loud, everybody that's watching, what we're going to do, I want you to do this too. In your mind, mentally, say these words just like I say them, all right? In your mind. Don't say them out loud. Here we go. Because we got the ooh-wee-wee feeling, and we're going to connect it. Connect it right now. Zealous attitudes prevail, zap. That's one. One more time, we're going to do it. Zealous attitudes prevail, zap. That's two. And here we come with three. Zealous attitudes prevail, zap. Okay? So we just changed our physiology. Just right there that fast. We connected that ooh, we feeling with the word zap. And so whenever we feel it down, we can zap ourselves back into that feeling.
I like it.
You know what I mean? And see, with every slide that we present, every concept that we present, there's always that question of, well, Dwight, how do I practice this though? How can I remember to calm myself down and zap myself back into this happy-go-lucky feeling mood? Easy. I got you. I got you on that question of how. This is how you're going to do it. Think like a king. You think like a queen. You see that? That's what you do. Now, to reinforce thinking like a king and thinking like a queen, BYOB got your back. Because you're probably thinking to yourself, well, how do I think like a king? How do I think like a queen? Okay, bet. What we are going to do right now, we're going to set up some thank you, but no thank yous.
All right.
Yeah. See, watch this. Thank you, but no thank yous. That's when we set up positive boundaries based on your happiness. And you know what I'm talking about. You know you have your own boundaries. Everybody has their own boundaries that say, hey, that's going too far against my morals. That's going too far against my standards. That's going against my rules. So guess what? Saying no, as you can see on the screen, can be healthy. We want you to know saying no is healthy.
Yep.
And when you do say no, Melvin, do not feel guilty about your decision.
Yeah. There was a time, and not to break your presentation, but
absolutely, man. Yeah, talk to me.
In all my years of different things I've done on the side, DJing and photography and all kinds of opportunities, people will try to present to you that they think that they're kind of doing you a favor, but really in reality they're kind of not really doing you so much as a favor. And so it's like, but you feel kind of guilty because it's your friend or a family member and you want to be able to help them out, whether it's to DJ a wedding or take pictures at a wedding or their kids' graduations or whatever.
Right.
And so you kind of almost inadvertently get guilted into it, even though that's not their intent. Their intent is they love what you do, and so you're the first person they think of to do this stuff, but sometimes it's just not the right time or the right setting. So you want to be able to say, yes, I can do it, but sometimes you can't, right? And so it took me a long time to get comfortable with saying no.
That's right.
And then it took even longer to get comfortable with saying no without the guilt.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to how you present it as well. So if you reject the offer or the inquiry in a positive way and say, hey, thanks, I would love to do it. I appreciate the opportunity, but I can't because of X, Y, Z, whatever reason. Oh, and by the way, I have somebody I can refer you to, right? That I would trust to do the whatever for me. I would trust them to take my photos, or I would trust them to DJ my event.
Right.
So that was always kind of like, once I felt like I had a core of people that I could refer over to, then that helped to ease the guilt, right? Because now I'm giving them a solution after having told them no.
Exactly. And that's a win-win.
Yeah, but it takes a long time. Like, well, for me, it took a while to learn that it's okay to say no.
It's okay.
And then it took me a little while to get comfortable with being able to do it.
It's okay. It's healthy, right?
Yep.
You avoid self-consequences.
Yep.
Right? You avoid self-punishment, right? Because you can beat yourself up.
Yeah.
When you deny something. When you want to do it, but you deny it, but you can start beating yourself up, and that's that downward spiral that you can start going down. All right, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because I want everybody that's watching right now, grab a pen, grab a paper, and write that down too, because what he said is important. Be prepared. At the bottom of the screen, it says it right there. Be prepared for who? Best friends, parents, your job, family, and who?
Kids.
You can't look.
I don't think Cree and DJ like that last line.
You are not best friends.
Yeah.
Parents. Okay. You are your parent. You have to. You are that. That's your lane. That's your role.
Yep.
They look up to you. You are their role model. So you have to be there and show them that, hey, this is how we're going to set up these boundaries. And when you set up these boundaries, guess what? You got to teach them and teach yourself too how to communicate.
Absolutely.
Those boundaries, you know what I'm saying, that you have set up for yourself, because that's the thing, Melvin, communication.
I think the art of communication is getting lost because, and I know I talked about this in our last podcast, but because of technology, right?
Right.
So the context of sending somebody a text message or instant messenger or whatever, you could say the same thing verbally as you do in a text, but in a text you don't have, it could come across harsh.
Yep.
Because you don't have emphasis on how you're saying it. Right.
Yeah.
But in general, people verbally communicate less than they used to. There's so much more communication over email and text that you could get lost in translation, lost in communication, right? So communication, absolutely vital to making sure you know how to communicate properly with people so that you can say what you're saying without being offensive or a letdown.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is the thing. When I was depressed, right, I'm about to confess. Look, everybody in here, in this room, Rochelle, you, Melvin, myself, my kings, everybody outside this building, you're listening to it, you're watching this, everybody's a genius. You know that? Everybody is a genius. And I don't care. Some people may be watching this saying, man, I'm not a genius. What is he talking about? Everybody's a genius. Example, when I was depressed, I was a genius at nonverbal communication. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I was a genius at isolation.
Yep.
You see? I was a genius on how to bag myself out of situations. You see what you can be a genius in a good way. You can be a genius in a bad, negative way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And when you are stressed and going through that depression and anger, that's the genius that you're being. But what you have to do when you come to build your own brain, here comes another concept. Get your pen ready, get your paper ready, because we're about to hit you with it. You are about to become or feel bang, 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 bang. R.I.P.
That's the bang.
Yeah, you better.
The onomatopoeia here.
Man, look here, man. We finna bang, bang that brain. You
like
feel me?
Old school Batman onomatopoeia. Slap,
yeah.
bang, boom.
We bringing all the action words out. See, be a new genius.
Absolutely.
That's what bang. That's the real bang. Be a new genius. Bang, bang to the brain. How can you do this? How can you bang to your brain? Bang. I'm going to show you. BYOB got your back. Here we go. Check it out in the corner. What you have to do is interrupt your current satisfaction. All right? And another way, you got to break your old patterns.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? You have to break that. You got to be a new genius. You got to interrupt satisfaction, break old patterns. In other words, guess what? Take yourself out of that complacency, that satisfaction, and kind of make yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah, and breaking patterns, in my opinion. So, like when I see people in unhealthy relationships, it's because they both want each other to change, but they themselves don't want to change, right? You can't change anybody who doesn't want to change, right? You can't get somebody's patterns to change if they don't want them to change, right?
Right.
But that comes back to what you're saying here is, and this isn't about a relationship with another person, it's a relationship with yourself.
Yep.
And you have to put in your own mindset that you have to break your patterns if you know that your patterns are not leading you down the right path, whether that means you have to put in some extra effort and not be lazy. Don't lean into the things that you're comfortable doing from day to day.
Exactly.
Absolutely, I think changing your patterns is going to lead you to a better path.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know where you're going with it yet, but that's just my immediate thought.
That's the correct thought. That is the correct thought. You got to be a new genius. And what we're going to do here today to help break the pattern, right? We're going to plant new seeds of positive words in our minds, in our subconscious minds. Affirmations, man. Those words, they really, really help. And when I was down and out, I didn't believe in it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't believe in the power of words. But when I started doing the studying and I started living consistently and being grateful every morning, I started noticing that words, that's my power.
Yeah.
That's your power.
Yep.
That's your power. That's their power. Words. And when you use these words and these words are attached with a deep feeling that you have inside, something's going to manifest that you want. Whatever you desire is going to manifest. That law of attraction is going to get started.
When you can appreciate that words have true meaning and they're not just words on paper or screen, and you can appreciate the message in the words, it'll alter your life.
It'll alter your whole life, your entire life. And I'm talking about it starts instantly.
Yep.
But you got to start practicing it consistently. You can't say, well, I'm not like you. I can't do that. And when you say I'm not or I can't, guess what?
Well, that right there is a pattern. And that's the pattern you have to break right there. That's where that's the starting point of changing your pattern.
Right there.
Is to not compare yourself to others and say that you're not that way. You can be that way. You're just choosing not to be
that way.
You choose to have a limited mindset.
Yep.
You cannot have a limited mindset. Open up your mind and be open up enough to love yourself, to feel the joy, and also accept constructive criticism.
I think that's very, very key. And knowing to know when people are giving you the criticism, not to break you down or give you bad feedback. Take it as constructive criticism. Take it as a learning process. Because if somebody's telling you how you seem from the outside, then the chances are other people are seeing you that way as well, right?
Right.
So if you're constantly walking around grumpy and in a bad mood, and somebody says, "Hey, man, you kind of coming across this way. You might want to change this up," and then they get offended by it. Well, they're not helping themselves.
That's right. They're still stuck in that. They haven't come to the realization that they have access to infinite intelligence.
Yep.
That's all that is. That's all that is. So today, right now, within this mini seminar, what we're going to do, we're going to break the pattern.
All right.
We're going to break our pattern right now. We're going to interrupt our satisfaction. The words that I say, with Zap, we did it mentally. Inside our mind, right? We did it in our minds. But now, since we're about to break the pattern with Build Your Own Brain, now everybody that's watching this also, I want you to repeat the words that I say exactly like I say them out loud.
This is my favorite part of the seminar.
Oh, so we're not doing this one in our head?
No, we are not doing this. Is not in the head. This is out loud.
All right.
You're going to voice it. You're going to say it just like I say it. We're going to talk about some affirmations right about now. All right. So, are y'all ready?
Let's
ready.
do this.
This is my favorite part. Let's go.
You gotta do the motions with it and everything, okay? Because the more that you do this, the more that you change your tone of voice, the deeper these affirmations get planted into your subconscious. All right. So here we go. The first affirmation. I attract abundance. Pull it to yourself too.
Come on.
I attract abundance.
Yeah, there we go. Good. Now the second one.
I'm just trying to make sure I'm not hitting stuff over here. They can't see off camera. There's a whole bunch of equipment by my elbow.
All right, I'm gonna be careful with your elbow on this one because this guy's action with this one too.
All right.
I am healthy.
I am healthy.
There we go.
Like
Good. Yeah. All right, I love this one too. I believe in myself.
I believe in myself.
I had to look over at Rochelle because I can't see what Dwight's doing. I'm like, what is he doing over there?
Yeah. That's how the laughter and we're feeling happy. This next one, just how we feeling. I feel happy.
I feel happy.
There we go.
We do spear fingers?
Yeah, spear fingers and everything. Put them in there. Yeah, do it. Everybody that's watching, I want you to do this too. Here we go with this one. I care about myself. You hug yourself.
I care about myself.
There we go. I love that one. All right. So this next one coming up. This one came from my grandfather. He lived to be 100 years old.
Man.
Yes, sir. And he loved this one. This is
I always see your mom's updates on Facebook for every time his birthday or a military day comes through.
Arthur Jackson. Shout out to you, sir. All right, so check this out. He used to always say this. Y'all say it just like me, okay? Nothing gets me down.
Nothing gets me down.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I got the hands right because, like I said, I can't see what y'all are doing.
You gotta lift your hands up.
Yeah. For those of you who are watching on camera, because a lot of you might be listening on the podcast, but the way my setup is unfortunately we're separated by a wall of cameras and monitors, so I can see Dwight and Rochelle a little bit, but I can't fully see them.
Right, we're getting
But
it done.
I'm trying.
We are getting it done. We're having fun tonight.
Let's do the nothing gets me down again because I
Okay.
I couldn't quite see what's going on
We're
there.
going, nothing gets me down.
All right. Nothing
gets me down.
There we go. Absolutely. All right. I like that. Okay. Now this next one, this is real important because this is gonna get your juices flowing and everything. And it comes with a snap. It comes with a slap. It comes with a clap. All right. So we gotta say, I am motivated.
I am motivated.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Cool. Now, for the next one, this is the last one, right? We're gonna put on our glasses.
Oh.
Transform.
I
Everybody.
think we can do this with the headphones.
Yeah, everybody at home, you might want to pause this.
Oh, now they can see what it looks like in my glasses.
glasses.
This is what the setup looks like. You see Rochelle and Dwight over there?
It's a different vibe. It's a different vibe right now. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling real good about yourself, you know, because you put in glasses, now you're transforming yourself. Your brain is coming awake, you know. And this last affirmation, ooh, baby, we're going to thunder it out. Here we go. Repeat after me, everybody. I love myself. Yeah, there we go. One more time. I love myself.
I love myself.
Yeah, see, that's what you gotta do. You gotta shine. Put on those glasses, put on your jewelry, go out and feel yourself, you know, get the dance floor. If you don't like that, go for a walk, watch the car, but feel good. You know what I mean?
I like it.
You gotta love yourself.
Actually, I don't like it. I love it.
I love it.
There we go. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Positive words with feelings behind it, right?
Yep.
And when you believe it, oh, the joy that you're gonna feel. But remember, you have to be consistent.
Yep.
You gotta do it every day. It's a daily decision. It's a every second decision that you can do, right? So this is what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do right now, we're gonna go to a rap battle.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go to a rap battle within the seminar of Build Your Own Brain. All right, yeah. Here we go. Let's go to this rap battle real quick. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Boom. We at the rap battle front seat. We VIP. All right. And who's on stage right now? We got that amateur called Fax. And Fax is losing the battle right now, everybody. Who's he losing it to?
True.
DJ MC Truth in the building. You see it right there? What Fax talking about? Your name, your job, your education, and your ethnicity. These are facts. Okay, yeah, they true. These are just facts, right? But facts ain't got nothing, Melvin. Facts cannot stand up to truth. Because when you give the microphone to truth, I'm telling you, man, he's about to flip some words on you, brother. Truth, who do you say you are? You see what I'm saying? Fact is your name. You are Melvin. I am Dwight. She is Rochelle, right?
Absolutely.
But who do you say you are, though? Whenever you use the words, I am blank, you know what I mean? You fill in that blank right there. I am an athlete. I am an actor. I am smart. I am strong. You see that?
Yep.
That right there activates the law of attraction, okay? And you are claiming to your subconscious mind to bring everything that you require to be who you say you are.
Yep.
That's truth.
I like it.
Okay? And then your responsibilities, okay. So you got your job over there with facts and education, okay, but your responsibilities are at home. Because your castle, that's your place of peace. So you got responsibilities that you got to take care of with your family and with yourself. Do not bring your job to the house.
Yep.
Yep.
Those two have to remain separate.
They sure do.
Okay?
And vice versa.
Yes, because what you do a disservice to yourself and to your family members, the first ones that love you. Okay? You don't want to do that.
Yep.
Peace, a place of peace. All right? Self-knowledge, you got to do the studying. Listen to the podcast of Melvin on the Mic, BYOB. You get us out there for the seminars for your family, your organization, your job, your church, whatever, the school. You got to know self-knowledge, and that's what we help spread. And your ethnicity, I don't care what color you are, red, black, brown, green, yellow. If you're in a wheelchair, you're on crutches. I don't care if you got 2 legs, 1 leg. Guess what? We are all one.
Yeah.
I can't agree with that more, man.
We are all one. And we are here to expand consciousness. So don't see limits or walls between each other. See, all of us being one together, walking this path, this journey, and enjoying our own experiences and being positive, staying out of trouble, avoiding consequences. That's what Build Your Own Brain is about, Melvin.
You know, talking about being We Are One thing, and we were talking about communication earlier too, right? Mm-hmm. One thing I love about doing the podcast in general, right, is communication and conversation, right?
Yes.
And I feel like no matter what your background is, what your interests are, if you just sit down and have an honest conversation and communicate with people, you'll find how much you actually have in common, even if you don't think that you might have anything in common.
Exactly.
And I think that's another thing I think that's lost on us these days.
Yeah.
So we are one. Everybody has something that they can learn from one another and offer to one another and can relate to each other on something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We are one. Remember, facts cannot stand to be on the same stage as truth.
Yep.
It's right there on the screen.
Yep.
Facts have to walk away. They have to walk away. Get rid of them. Deny it. They're gone. Vanish. Bye. What's required? That brings us to the next slide, Melvin. Check this out. Tell them what's required. COO.
So what's required is that you have to cross out negative self-identity.
It's gone. It's gone. Out of here. Negative self-identity. Boom. Move around. You have no room here.
Don't put your restrictions on yourself that you don't need.
Right. Limitations. We live by abundance, baby.
The next one is you have to do something that makes you happy.
Whether that be anything. Clipping toenails, going fishing, going camping, walking around the block. What else?
Jump roping, painting, working out.
YouTube, podcast, photography, DJing. Not DJing, but DJing.
yeah, with the music and everything, freestyling, gaming, okay? Do something that makes you
exercising
happy.
and working out, yoga. I mean,
you can
it's endless.
You can blend it. You can blend the two. You know what I mean? You don't have to stick to one. Do what makes you happy. What else?
You have to silence the voice of doubt in your mind.
That's a big one.
I was just about to say, I think that's one of the most important things.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
That comes to change back to you're talking about changing your patterns.
Yep. Because that voice is so strong, and it's so quiet, and it's so sharp. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like a double-edged sword. That voice can have you in your bed with the covers over. You know what I mean? Just that. Ugh. Get rid of that voice. Out of here.
Yep.
Out of here.
Have to. And then the last one is you have to develop a positive mindset.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one right there. When you develop a positive mindset, your world changes.
It does.
Yep.
Doors open, Melvin.
What you put out, you get back.
Yes. I like to think of like life being a mirror. Mm-hmm. You know, what you see is what you get. You know, like you said, you put it out there, you're going to get it back.
This camera is my mirror, right?
Yeah.
So all my content that I create, for the most part, I try to be as positive as I possibly can, because I don't want to just create content for the sake of creating content, but I also want to spread positivity.
Exactly. And we are, like I said at the beginning, we are taming and training frustration within this seminar. Every single slide, we use the whip.
Yep.
We use the smile against frustration. We got that frustration calm sitting over there on that, what they be sitting on, like that little bucket thing, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the lions, like the little pedestal.
Yeah, the little pedestal the trainer have him on,
Yeah.
And if he try to get off of it, guess what we gonna do? Pow!
That bang pow. And if you put it backwards, it's whop.
I like that.
Oh, this is so much fun. Practice optimistic wisdom. Yeah, we flip words. Because see, POW usually stands for prisoner of war.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? We going through a war, a battle in your mind.
Yep.
And BYOB is going to bring it out. We're going to flip prisoner of war. We flip words. We flip them with BYOB. Practice optimistic wisdom. How do you do that? You see it in the corner right there? You eliminate poverty mindset. In the other corner, this is very important right here. Check that one out. Ask quality questions. You got to ask yourself quality questions.
Yep.
You do.
And how do you practice optimistic wisdom? Well, BYOB got your back. You know what I'm saying? Every slide, I tell you, man, every slide they come up with is like, well, how do you do this? How do you consistently do this? We got you. Check it out. Here it is right here. How to practice optimistic wisdom. Poverty mindset. We got to eliminate that, Melvin. Everybody that's watching, we have to eliminate the poverty mindset that you're going through.
Yeah.
Confession right now. Here, and you probably been through these things also. Watch this. No more. I don't have enough. That's poverty mindset.
Yep.
Okay? No more. No one cares about me. That's a poverty mindset, right? Check this one out. My feelings don't matter. You ever felt like that? I felt like that before.
Yep.
Okay? My feelings don't, and like other people, their feelings matter more than me. That's incorrect. That's an illusion that you're putting on yourself. Cancel out, they have all the money.
Yeah.
Cancel that out. You have money. You just got to make better decisions on how you circulate your money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Notice I didn't say spend your money.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because when you spend your money doesn't come back to you.
Yep.
But when you circulate it, though,
It comes back.
Building everything I built is been on, okay, I could go out and have drinks and hang out with friends, or I could get this camera I really need.
there we go.
Right? And that camera's going to give me a return.
Yeah.
There we go.
You know?
You're eliminating that poverty mindset. Ooh, this is a big one. I don't have the time. What? What do you mean you don't have the time?
This is a big one for me. I always tell people, quit looking for time and make the time.
Make
Yep.
the
You
time.
have to
There
make
it
the time.
is.
You have
Yes.
to make the time.
Just like your t-shirt and mugs and their products, make it happen.
Yep.
You can make it happen. All you have to do is make that decision and practice it every single day. And some people are like, well, how can you do this every single day? I just look at them, I say, well, how can the sun rise every single day?
Yep.
That sun comes up every single day, goes down, comes up every single day. How can you not?
Well, you flip it on it too. How can you be negative every day? If you can be negative every day, then you can flip it and be positive every day instead.
Exactly. Build your own brain. Now, this big one, this is the one that really, really had me, Melvin, depressed. I don't know. Those 3 words right there. And that's why I like to start off the seminar saying we flip words. I don't know. Those words become decisions determine destiny.
Yep.
And now see what
3D theory.
Absolutely. And what you have to do, you got to ask yourself some quality questions. Example, watch this. What do I really love to do? That's a good quality question right there. All right? With that, what if I turn my talent into profit? A quality question, right? What is preventing me from having what I want right now? Cancel it out, okay?
Yep.
What about this one? Do I love myself enough to enjoy what I truly desire? These are quality questions. Rochelle, hit me with some quality. You got some quality questions over there?
Yeah. So the next quality question. This is my favorite quality question.
Yeah.
This one says, when was the last time you did something for the first time?
Big smile over there, Melvin. What's going on in your brain right there, sir? What you thinking about?
So some of my people that follow me on YouTube already know this, but a lot of people don't. I have a bucket list, and my bucket list is, I think, around 450 items at this point. And anytime I think of something that I want to do that I've never done, it's on a little spreadsheet. I can pull it up on my phone, wherever, and I add it, bucket list number, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll put a location, or I'll ask people for suggested locations. And when I know that I'm going to do one of these bucket list items, I make a point to do it on video. You know, so it's part of the content for my YouTube. And so we can do the same things over and over again. There's nothing wrong with that. But like when you have the opportunity to do something different,
Right.
take advantage of it, right? So my bucket list, which originally started off with like 15 things, like it says now like over 450 things.
Wow.
And people say, that's outrageous. Why would you have a bucket list that big? And I was like, well, because maybe I might not get to do some of these things.
Exactly.
But when you have a bigger pool of things to select from, then you have more opportunities to do those things for the first time.
Exactly.
So yeah, so the bucket list is a big thing for me.
I love it.
I
I
love
love
that.
it. That is a great idea. Yes. Okay. Give me another quality.
How can I become a better trainer of my frustration?
And we're going through that right now. Right now. We're going to practice optimistic wisdom. We're going to practice the ZAP. Zealous attitudes prevail.
Bang.
Being a genius.
Bang, bang. Be a new genius, baby. Give me another quality question real quick.
Do I love myself enough to think better?
That's like watching thoughts.
That is like watching your thoughts. Another one that I have is, where can I volunteer my talent and time?
That's a good one. Volunteering time.
There's a lot of answers for that. So like, quick and easiest way to find a way to volunteer time or to do things with like-minded people, go to meetup.com. Meetup.com is just originally meetup.com started after 9/11 when people were trying to find lost ones and loved ones. And it was a way for them to try to find each other. But then over the years, it evolved into like groups, you know, like hobbies and things like that. But like I'm in a few of them for photography. I'm in some for WordPress because I'm always trying to learn different stuff about, you know, developing my websites. But to me, that's like an easy go-to place. If you want to find ways to volunteer, look up things that you're interested in, and there's probably a volunteer group that already exists.
Wow.
Thank you.
I didn't mean to cut into what you were going to say,
that's
but
perfect.
Yes, that's awesome right there. Awesome.
and Facebook groups too.
You want another one?
You want more? Give me one more quality
let me
question for him.
see.
Give him one more. Give him one more.
What is my definition of success?
Yeah, that's a good one. Because a lot of people think success is just straight money.
Financial.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Money. I got a big $70 million house. The door costs $1 million. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. That's what. No, success is your everyday steps.
I think success is also what brings you the most happiness.
Exactly.
And happiness doesn't always have to be money. Yes, money can make things in life easier and maybe allow you to do more things, but ultimately money is not equal to happiness.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. Because you can have a lot of money and be all just messed
Miserable.
up inside. You know? So you got to get the inside right first. And that's why Build Your Own Brain was created. And now how do you practice all of this stuff into one? Here it is, Melvin.
Real quick.
What's up?
Before we jump to that. So for those of y'all listening, if you're listening to this on YouTube, list some of your questions below. List some of your questions below so that Dwight has some more of these questions when he's doing these presentations so that we can hear from more people some of the things and the challenges that you have.
Yes.
We want to know what some of your challenges are.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
It's all good.
That's
It's all good, man. The last thing, we're gonna wrap up the seminar tonight, right? The last thing to do to make sure that all of this comes together. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give them a challenge, Melvin. Here it is, right here. This is called the Grateful Challenge. I want you to send a grateful text for 7 days to somebody in your contact list, right? I want you to be different in your selection of your choices. It's 3 things. Challenge your friend to reply back to you 3 things that they're grateful for. You're going to text them, hey, it's a wonderful day. I'm grateful for 1, 2, and 3. And then you ask them to reply back to you 3 things they're grateful for. Do this for 7 days, Melvin.
I love it, man.
Do this for 7 days, and I'm telling you, I guarantee you that your mind is going to open up, and you are not going to have any room for a negative thought to even develop.
Love it. Before we get too far, so in the first episode I did with Dwight, I really enjoyed his thought behind the 3 grateful things so much.
Oh, yeah.
That I bought myself a notebook, and then I realized how much Dwight loved the notebook, and so I decided that rather than keep that notebook for myself, I'm gifting it to Dwight, and I'll get myself another one. I'm not worried about it, but that's for you, Dwight.
Everybody, this is my new grateful notebook. I want you to take a look at this because this is it's like an old school leather bounded. It's like a scroll. You know what I mean?
Indiana Jones style or something.
This is special right here, okay? Look at that. Look at the notes, the paper on that thing. I'm talking about it's like old school. I love it. I love this.
It was funny because it was like the first thing you saw when you walked in, and I was like, I didn't even get to give it to him yet.
That's my current.
And his current one is wonderful too. There's nothing wrong with it. I just, I don't know. I just, there's certain things like when I feel passionate about things, or I really want to put effort into something, I want it to be a little bit different or a little bit of flair. That's just who I am, right?
This is so awesome.
And so I thought it would be cool to have a unique,
and this
book.
This is coming from Melvin on the mic to BYOB, and we thank you.
Open
so
it up.
much.
Show them some of them.
Yes. Look, this is how you got to do it. You got to unwrap it, right? You got to unwrap it because it's so special, right? And then you open it up, the pages. Oh yeah. And it comes with a pen also. It comes with a pen. And the pages, you see they right there, the old school type. It's the different type of the quality type.
I want to see you fill that thing up, man.
It's going to be filled up.
And I'm gonna
Absolutely.
get mine too.
This is awesome. And I thank you so much.
Thank you for what you're doing, man. I think everything here is about positivity and changing your mindset. And if I can help you to accomplish that, it's going to reward so many other people and reward me as well.
Yeah. It's a circulation of love, circulation of joy. And that's what BYOB. That's why we've developed this company to be grateful. And everybody out there, again, hey, T-shirts are for sale. Melvin's going to put up the QR code. If you do not want a T-shirt, donate. Donate. It could be $50, $20, $10, $1, $100. But if you want to see BYOB go further and further and further, we need you to. We love cheerleaders, but we need support.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? We need you support. We need to put your money where your mouth is. If you want to see BYOB expand and put us out there on the road, I mean, we are ready to go tour. We're ready to hit these organizations, corporations. We are ready for lunchrooms. I'm talking about family gatherings, family reunions, birthdays, anniversaries, churches. I mean, schools, all over. Not just the state of Texas, all over. Scan that QR code. Message us and hit that Cash App button because we are ready to go.
And if you guys have any opportunities for Dwight, if you'd like him to come speak at your school, business, church, family event, what have you, if you've got somebody that he can get on to another podcast, Dwight, while we were doing this, I remembered somebody. I'm going to introduce you to my friend Todd Smith.
Yeah.
He is, I think it was Texas. What? Texas State University?
TSU?
I think, or was it? Oh, I don't want to say he's at the wrong school, and he'll be like, "Man, you don't even know what school I go to." But he's very ingrained in that school, and he's done an ongoing a Regal magazine, I believe is the name of his magazine, and he's a leader, right?
Okay.
And I don't know why I didn't think of him in the past, but I'm going to introduce you to Todd Smith,
Awesome.
and I think it would be. Maybe y'all hopefully can do some stuff together. He has guest spots on Fox 26.
Oh yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes. We're ready.
And the Isaiah Factor.
Let's go.
He's a regular with the Isaiah Factor. So
I just told you the other day, I feel like you're going to get on the Isaiah Factor.
Fox 26, Isaiah, holla at me, man. I am motivated. I'm ready to do it, baby.
let's get you
BYOB.
let's get you. I think we could definitely get something arranged with Todd, and then maybe Todd can lead you into some other stuff. Todd, I haven't even talked to you about this yet, so hopefully I'm not putting you too much on the spot, man. But I've known Todd since high school, so I helped to cover some stuff for him back in the day. I went and shot an event for him where T.I. was there, and
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, no.
yeah, so he's been doing this stuff for a long time, and he's got a very strong audience, and I think an audience that would align very well with what you're trying
Let's go.
to do.
Let's go. All right. Yeah.
Well, hey, you want to bring the boys back in to say goodbye?
Yeah. Let's say
The Kings, I'm sorry.
yeah, let's say you want to say goodbye, Cree? Yeah. Put that smile on your face.
So mad, he got to use the restroom.
Yeah, you gotta use the restroom.
Oh, he
right
could have
now.
gone out a long time ago to go to the
Okay,
restroom.
Go ahead, go.
I didn't know that. He could have gone out.
Close it up. There we go.
Yeah. So not only is Dwight, spreading this message to everybody, but it's very apparent he's spreading it to his boys when they got here. They're very polite young men, very gracious and humble young men, and it's easy to see that they're Dwight's boys. So they're Dwight's Kings.
My Kings
Yeah.
in the building. BYOB. Here we go. 3D. Decisions determine destiny.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Click that bell so you'll get notified every time I upload. This will eventually start showing up on YouTube Music under the podcast section. I think that's coming soon. And eventually I want to be on all the podcast networks, at least the major ones, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. We're not there yet, but maybe far into the future you're listening to us there. So we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Build your own brain. Be grateful.
BYOB.
Yeah. We out.